Well, actually, our vision is even bigger and broader than that. We want to be a real player in helping to develop the use cases for blockchain generally, for the Web3. Crypto, obviously, a real key component of that. So we have two different resolutions, one which asks the city apparatus to really do the full investigation of how we might better employ crypto in our city in all different kinds of ways, but also to really engage our maker community in helping to build out the Web3. How do we actually take this incredible technology and turn it into things that are helping people, that are changing things? And that's what I'm really excited about. I'm excited about the use cases with the NFTs, with crypto, but I am even more excited about using the blockchain so that artists can directly get to customers without brokers or managers, that investors can get to artists without middlemen, so that in a blockchain environment, it's possible to source to thousands of potential customers or investors. Artists in our community could really use something like that. Around the world could use something like that. So the blockchain technology, the whole decentralized Web3, the ability to build out applications on all of the protocols so that you have much greater inherent value with respect to the protocols, that's really Austin's place. We make things here. 4 years ago, we were already looking at the application of blockchain technology to actually help deliver city services, make life here better. We knew that our population, people experiencing homelessness, unable to really carry around all their medical records with them, showing up at a clinic, but then that clinic that they showed up at wouldn't able to access their medical records because of HIPAA and other constraints. What if that person walking into that clinic actually owned and had access to all of their records in a blockchain environment so that they could retrieve them and pull them in a way that was confidential and accurate? So we started developing that application on top of the protocols, 4 years ago. One of the really nifty things I think that came out of that was a parallel to notarizing digital documents, which I think would be a real advance in the blockchain environment. It's now posted, it's open source. We're hoping that people in the community here and other places will pull that down and start trying to find greater use scenarios, use situations for something like that. Well, we kind of think that we've been here for quite a while. This is the 35th year of South by Southwest, but the energy, the innovators, the artists that used to be all musicians are now folks that are making new technologies and finding new applications. And that's what our city is. It's the talent in this community is just really deep, and it's across disciplines. And I think that's one of the reasons why there's so much innovation here. Austin as a city has always culturally been a city that's had a higher tolerance for taking risks than any city I've been in the world. Many cities, if you try something, it doesn't work, you get punished, can't get capital again, can't get inside the rooms. But in this city, people are encouraged to think outside the box, to try new things. Sometimes for them not to work right away, but to iterate. That's been our culture for a long time. That's why I think there are more startups in this city per capita than any other city I know of in the world. Well, Austin has been growing for the last 10 years. Austin has been the fastest growing large metropolitan area in the country for each of the last 10 years. So the growth has been just abundant. And that brings with it just absolutely wonderful things in terms of a mix of new ideas and influences. Also presents challenges, because it's really the people that live in this community that drive the innovation and the creation. We have to make sure we don't lose the diversity of thought and of background, people in the community, and in a community growing so fast where affordability is such a huge and growing issue. That's our existential challenge. We love being a place where Web3 will become real in ways that impact people's daily lives. So to have more creators and builders, if we can develop more and more applications in this city, that's really what I want to see. There's a lot of excitement right now with cryptocurrency, and a lot of it is in the trading of the currency. Quite frankly, a lot of it is in speculation as to what the future might hold for how these technologies can be applied, the use cases. I want us to actually develop those use cases. I want us to be the city that is the center for developing those applications that go on top of the protocols, so that you have real intrinsic value, real uses, and they're beginning to see those now. Helium with the Rotary work, the work in Austin with respect to being able to protect records of people experiencing homelessness, the work with NFTs that aren't just transferring an interest, the ability to have the art digitally, but to actually have artists be able to deal directly with investors or customers, and vice versa. It's that world that we're real excited about and want to be part of. Researching that now. I would love for us to develop the use cases so that that's something that does happen easily, and it's something that happens in a great way. I don't know what that would be, but I want us to be leading with respect to developing how that can be done in a way that works for everybody, for governments, for folks. I really do believe we're moving to a much greater decentralized way for the world to operate, and I think that governments and local governments and communities need to be adopting that. I've seen a lot of different kinds of efforts with respect to coins, and I'm excited about that. I am real excited with the new initiative at Capital Factory and Stacks, putting together a city of coins, I think they're calling it, initiative. They're trying to invite other protocols to join, but the goal is to have 15 $100,000 competitions, 3 each on 5 different protocols, to develop, again, the real use cases. More than just having the coin that is stamped with that identity. I want to know how those coins can be integrated into people's lives, where that gives people a ticket or access to a place or a transaction, or something that takes advantage of the blockchain technology in a way that has real intrinsic value. Well, Bitcoin mining business is booming. I'm also seeing new coins that are coming out that mine differently and mine in different ways, that have different needs and different demands. Again, I'm real excited about the development of all of those. And in the resolution that Mackenzie Kelly and I are moving forward this next week at the City Council, we're asking our staff to take a look at those kinds of impacts, the advantages, and the concerns associated with them. It's exciting to see Austin become a center for the development of Web3 technologies. Consensus is here this year, and I'm real excited about that. I think that's going to bring 15,000, 20,000 people that are focusing on this area, and that energy is something that this city thrives and lives on. I'm excited about the potential for some of the hackathons that might develop the city and the folks in Consensus, maybe working on the city technologies. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the Stacks Capital Factory initiative. We're trying to build out a much larger ecosystem that actually is doing the nitty-gritty work of building out the use cases, that build out the applications to be built on top of the platforms and the protocols. There's a lot of excitement right now with respect to the protocols, if they're going to be able to survive and sustain.
Yeah.
It's going to be because we also figure out what is the intrinsic value. How do we use these technologies to allow us to do things that we could not do before, that impact people's everyday lives? That's Austin's place in this ecosystem. I'm excited. You know, at this point, I would encourage all kinds of coins, and I'm not sure that all of them ultimately last and sustain, but I don't know how that ultimately plays out. But I do believe that the ones that are going to be most successful are the ones that are best able to develop the applications that get built on top of the protocols, which is why I think that's really the race now between those protocols. That's Austin's place.